Welcome to 3B, and we're going to jump immediately into objective number 5, and we're going to design a worksheet for the what-if analysis. Okay, so just making sure everything is good. It is indeed. So project 3B, tourism spending project and analysis. We're starting on page 265. And it's objective number 5, activity 3.13. We're going to use parentheses, or as I like to call them, brackets, in a formula to calculate the percentage rate of increase. You guys are going to do the reading, but I'm going to give you the foundations. All right. So what we need to do is to put our insertion point for now in cell C5. I do think I'm going to magnify this a little bit. Where are you? There you are. Every time. Doesn't fail. Let's make it 125. There we go. Excuse me. So in B3, we're going to type in 2020. In B4, we're going to type, C3, we're going to type in 2021. I'm going to press the tab key to go from cell to cell. 2021. And press the enter key. Then I'm going to select B3 and B4, or I'm going to use the autofill or fill handle, and I'm going to drag it from column C across to D and E and F. That way we've got the years from 2020 to 2024. Beautiful. So we've established our pattern and it looks wonderful. In C5, we want to figure out what our percentage of increase is between each year. And we do that by creating a formula, and it's like this. Equals, left bracket or parenthesis. It's going to be 2021 minus 2020. Close off my brackets and divide it by 2020. What that means in other words is the cell C4 minus V4, and it's going to be divided, whatever that total is, because it's in brackets, is again going to be divided by B4. So the total of C4 minus B4, whatever that result is, and you're going to divide that by B4. If you press the tab key or the enter, you get this percentage. Okay, and whilst you're in there, you're going to go up to Home tab, Number Group, and Percentage Style. We're going to keep it selected and use the autofill or the fill handle and drag again across to column F, D, E, and F. So far, so good. Number 6, we've done. Number 7, we've done. Number 8, save. I've just done that. We're good to go. Now we're going to get down to the Format Painter. In A2, I'm going to select A2, Home tab, excuse me, Clipboard Group and Format Painter, Home tab, Clipboard Group and Format Painter. I'm going to select A7. Okay, the reason we're selecting A7 is whatever formatting we have in A2, I want to apply it to A7. Click, and it does the merge and center, and it also applies the title cell style. Perfect. In A8 is a heading, and B8 is the percent, 15%, and that is the estimated growth rate because they looked at all the values, 15, 10, 15, and 20. So the midpoint obviously is 15, the low point is 10, and the high point is 20. So that's why in cell B8, they for best results, they're going to use the middle ground, and it's going to be 15%. Number 2, we're going to point at cell F4. Are we now? We are. Okay, we're going to right mouse click and copy. Frankly, I don't care how you do it, as long as you do it. Then we're going to go down to B11, right mouse click, and a common old paste. There we go. So the format, if there were any formulas, it's there. There wasn't, but if there was, and if there's any styles or numbers or anything that you need, it's a complete copy and paste. Okay. And we save. So now we're going to go down to calculating a value after an increase. Now, this is the one that usually gets people a little bit confused. So I'm going to take my time and go through it, as I do usually. And so they say calculating a value after an increase. And they talk about the growth in tourism, meaning that the city can plan for additional revenues. And so they say that economic data suggests that future growth trend will be close to that of the recent past. So to plan for the future, Ms. Portillo wants to prepare a forecast of tourism spending based on the percentage increase halfway between the high of 20% and the low of 10%. As I said before, 10% here, 20% there. The medium or the middle ground is 15%, which is why in B15 you see the value 15%. Alrighty, so now in C11, we are going to create a formula, and I've already spoken with you about it. I've shown you some information about it, but now we're going to do it ourselves. So equals, because it's a formula, and it's going to be B11. I'm going to multiply it by, so asterisk, left bracket, 100% plus B8. 100% plus B8, and B8 being the estimated growth. And because we're always going to be referring to B8 no matter where we copy this cell, we have to absolute it. So function and F4, and then we can close off the bracket or parenthesis. Let's have a quick look. So it's the contents of B11, 100% plus, multiplied by 100% plus B8. So 100% of B11 is $11,487,354 plus 15% of that gives us this value. All right. Okay. So what they want us to do now is to go and click on B11, Home tab, Clipboard Group, and Format Painter, and then go and select C11, because the difference between B11 and C11 is there's no decimals on C11, in C11 I should say. And there it is, custom and custom. Alrighty, the formula calculates what tourism spending will be in the year 2025. It becomes the value after the increase equals the base times percentage for the new value. Guys, I'm not going to read this to you. Your head will explode. You've got the material I shared with you before. You've got the ebook. Just keep playing around with it till it makes sense to you. Okay. So with C11 as the active cell, I'm going to drag it all the way across to column F. So using the fill handle, bottom right hand corner of the handle C11, I'm going to drag it all the way across until column F. Sweet. So tourism spending for 2025 is $13,209,307. Perfect. We've got it going, guys. We're good to go. Now, they do give you another way of doing the formula, which is one I was taught. And if you're reading it, check it out. That gets us to the end of that page.